Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Dai here, and it's time for another batch of 69 Fate memes. Of course, when I say that, I'm referring to all of Type Moon at large. I couldn't imagine a fan passing up Tsukihime, Kata no Kyokai, or Mahoyo. As usual, I source these memes from Reddit, Twitter, and my own Discord. Not all of them have watermarks, and sometimes people who normally make their own memes just repost someone else's without credit. Therefore, if you see one of yours, be sure to let me know in the comments so we can celebrate your creativity. Now, these two pictures aren't necessarily memes, but I was asked to showcase them regardless, and they don't count toward our total. They're commissions created by Mayelf on DeviantArt. Finally, Mordred gets the love she deserves, and Reen has the best pillows imaginable. I know lately it's been Hoyoverse collaborating with McDonald's, but clearly there's potential for Fate to get in on the fast food business. The more I think about it though, ew, would that make the salt Gilga's dandruff? Meet Could've Man. He could have killed Shirou, if he were serious. He could have beat Tiamat if he were serious. They call him 007, 0 grails, 0 times he actually gets serious, and 7 deaths from hubris. It's like a modern-day tortoise and the hare. Gilgamesh is the king of Uruk. He's a demigod and the world's oldest hero. He has the greatest collection of riches in the whole world, and yet Saber will never simp for him. Meanwhile, she falls head over heels for this redhead Japanese boy. Would this change if Gilgamesh bribed her with food? This is where I watched my parents die, Shirou. People die when they are killed. Sure, dude. That's real fucking helpful. I think Shirou failed the vibe check. Me, absolutely twisted, coming home with a load of swords. Me, waking up the next day with a room full of swords. You made that bed yourself, my friend. Now it's time to lay in it. Me, I want to be a hero of justice when I grow up. Me in the future. A perfectly serviceable summary of Unlimited Blade Works. Okay, smart guy, let me see you take a crack at it. Imagine being caught in a looping timeline and still being unable to figure out a damn puzzle. Surely it can't be that hard. Say, could you briefly explain Fate's lore? Oh, sure. Cues up my entire Type Moon playlist. Wait! Finally reaches all the FGO lore. Oh god! At least for Stay Night it used to be kinda easy. A bunch of mages try to get back some magic they lost by fighting in a ritual where they summon heroes from across history. Now we get shit like this. I'm the Sakura to surpass Sakura herself. BB. No, that is not BB. So Nasu, do you pull this just to confuse me? What's the value in making this needlessly complicated? A girl worth fighting for. Yeah, she's cute, until she eats you. Hey Dad, what happened to Mom? Don't worry about it, I found us a new mom. And it's just a JPEG. At the very least, what isn't real can't hurt you. Gushing over Magical Girls x Prisma Ilya. It's the collab we never knew we wanted. It's as if Prelia wasn't triggering enough already. Don't fire the torpedo! Fire the torpedo! Yamete kuda, stop! Haven't you heard? Humans make the best projectiles. This is one of those videos we need captions for. Turns out they're discussing the finer details of Shakespearean literature. What do you mean you don't like Castoria? Dem's fighting words. I don't actually know anyone who hates her. Are there any brave challengers willing to step up? Kukulkan. She's got a strong NP, she's lawful good, and she gathers stars like crazy. It's enough to ruin even Gilles de Ray's faith. I'm looking forward to her too, but hopefully I don't look like he does. Christ! Do you like me? I married you. Yeah, but did you marry me as a friend or as a wife? This is just your typical anime romance. Maybe after 6 seasons they'll start holding hands. Take the red pill, and you will be blessed with Umu, Asuka, Coke, and Ryuko. Take the blue pill for Artoria, Rei, Pepsi, and Satsuki. I'd have to take both. Each one has an S-tier waifu. It's really not a choice anymore. Jalter, you sexy minx, or should I say, lynx? My, how ferocious. How silly. Actually, I have no clue what sort of cat that is. I just thought it was funny. Why listen to so-called experts when you could listen to me, a guy who visibly isn't well? Otaku really is a fantastic doctor, when she wants to be. Despite her evil deeds, she never does anything to you without consent. It's a risk you take knowing full well what you're getting into. You've heard of Ranma half, now it's Ritsuka half. As someone who would actually want to be a girl, it would suck having to forego hot water. I hate the cold. Even a so-called heated pool makes me shiver. Luckily in FGO, we just pick which one we want to be. Oh no! Turn Sakura into gems? On the Steam storefront, Sakura is worth 17 gems. Do you want to convert her? Is 17 a lot? I've got to weigh my options here. FGO's chibi mascots really are an enigma. There ain't enough room at this convention for the two of us. Though it looks like there's room for a whole party in that helmet. The girls' locker room, filled with amazing tomboys, versus the boys' locker room, filled with femboys. Whichever one's your dream, it's still just a fantasy. You're walking down the street and this guy slaps your ass. What do? Well, didn't Jesus say to turn the other cheek? Me and the boys getting ready for free drinks on ladies' night. Dude, if the boys looked like this, bars wouldn't even need ladies' night anymore. They'd be hopping all on their own. Bowser's confession of love. But I'm a guy. Well, damn, that's an upgrade. To clarify, I don't think Astolfo's any hotter than a normal waifu, but I can't say I'm deterred either. Arnold Schwarzenegger and his classmate, both 18 years old. Believe it or not, the two of them bench the same weight. Don't let anyone tell you pink hair makes you less of a man. For the last time, bro, no, I'm not gay. It just helps my insomnia when you spoon with me. That's right, Astolfo is canonically straight, bi at best. We need more dojins between Astolfo and other chicks. I hate my pewter. All my enemies are inside. What is this, Zoolander? They're in the computer? Baby girl, even if you are a witch, I would love to hold you in the holy night while we stare at the moon and I call you Tsukihime. Will you be my girlfriend? I mean, I've heard worse. Closer than my peeps you are to me. The fuck's that supposed to mean? That's like the bare minimum. Why does Curry look so mad? Why? Because this is after CL killed Arcoade, and yet she's still not dead. Clearly Shirou's never met a vampire before. Why does Tiger look so mad? Oh, he was just born that way. Don't mind him, he's having a great time stalking me from the shadows. There are fools who say the Earth is flat, but have you seen the Earth? Shit, now I want to get into hiking again. Though the view is just as nice from below as it is on top. Did you know? The voice of Neko Arc also happens to play Arachnid from Transformers. Doesn't Gilgamesh also voice Toad in the Mario movie? Kohaku's all. Spending half a year in the same room would be an unpleasant experience, even if you weren't in the hospital. Those who know. Uh-oh. Let's just say the other side of Red Garden will have Shiki bedridden a lot. Guess which one I have feelings for. It hurts so bad. Alice, I thought of you while reading. Versus Aoko. Hey, I got you a new collar. A famous musician once said, some of them want to abuse you, some of them want to be abused. I swear, once she gets enough sleep, Aoko is indeed quite beautiful. As for being this dead tired, I blame her for keeping the mansion's only phone all the way down the stairs from her bedroom. Protagonist powers in the Nasuverse. The Shikis have eyes that can kill anything. Shirou can create an entire world made of swords. Aoko, well, she can just cast fuck everything in that general direction. I'll have you know, she also throws really good kicks. Hey, an Aoko bar in Spain? We're there, dude. You can even see her on the Google Street View. She really does travel the world now. Going back to the whole voice actor thing, did you know Ayako Kawasumi, the voice of Saber, also voices Natsuki Mogi from Initial D? She even sang a cover for the first season's theme song.
Let's move into the fire world. Let's dive into the fire deep. Hiroi sekai ni obieteru.
Strange then how Artoria's nervous with Irie behind the wheel. You'd think she'd have drift fever. A new article from LBC says King Arthur may have been LGBT because he once wore women's clothing. Damn, the media almost stumbled onto the truth. However, their queer agenda has thrown them off the case. They would never suspect the king is actually a woman. An artist's rendering of Artoria Pendragon and Nike, Goddess of Victory. To get just the right amount of jiggle, they shrunk her down to chibi size. Seriously, why else would you carve only the backside? Would you rather be happy or be accepted by society? Luckily, society wouldn't have to find out in this case, at least not at first. By the time Shirou's in his 30s or older, it might look weird being with a girl whose body is still in its teens. Though, personally, I think Artoria looks plenty adult, what with how she carries herself. Don't look at her! She is temporary. Look at swords. They are eternal. Fancy hearing that from the guy who pursued her to Avalon endlessly. Also, joke's on you, Shirou. Your head isn't even blocking my favorite part. How was the lovemaking? Better than Fate's Stay Night. No, it's not. How do you know, Archer? Did you go to Pound Town? I'm sensing a theme here. Intercourse. It's messy, shunned by many, requires multiple people, and is for pervs and creeps. Swords, however, are clean and elegant. Everyone loves them, they can be enjoyed on their own, and are perfectly legal. Don't get me wrong, swords are cool and all, but there's way too much bias here. Yes, Shirou, this is absolutely necessary. I'll stand by this to my dying day. The solution to any nervous couple is having a Tosaka to break the ice. Shinji when he doesn't get into the robot. I don't know, I never watched the show. This Shinji doesn't deserve the robot. Only thing he should be getting in is a wood chipper. It seems two of these Shirou's are not like the others. Are the gender bends becoming more popular? Or is it just artist preference? Oh, the perfect Shirou cosplay, especially if you're looking to get lucky. I know he told Artoria that underwear is a form of expression, but what exactly does this say? Everyone already knows about Tosaka's thighs, but have you seen that heavenly midriff? Believe it or not, I did not make this meme. It is as if the meme were made for me, though. Tosaka? Ora, get pregnant. And Kirei's all, you are pregnant, Shirou. And that's how we were born. Does this mean they just popped out of his ass? I guess that's better than birthing out the front. The artist versus his art. You have a look that suggests you spent the last decade painting the Sistine Chapel, but instead of angels and God, they're big boob fox girls. Hey now, do not question this man's passion. A great deal can be learned from a lifetime of study. A basic guide to the differences between young and mature Tamamo, or as they call her, Hagmamo the Milfcon. Basically, she goes from thick to dummy thick. I'm not gonna read all of this, but you might want to. It's very funny. According to Koyama-sensei, Skahawk is objectively bigger than Skadi. Word of God confirms it. Is this at all important, though? Absolutely! Zenobia says, I certainly wouldn't want to get so intoxicated that I end up doing anything immodest. Except, everything about you seems immodest. Though, her lore suggests it's not exactly her choice. I want to feel bad, but I just can't stop feeling good. If Barguest used my noggin to rest her melons, I could die happy. Do you mean with or without the armor? I suspect that severely alters the experience. FGO bosses then, versus FGO bosses now. Well, All the good waifu bosses have already joined Caldea. I'm glad we're not slaying hotties anymore. Let it be known that Shimo Tsukihime refers to a scene Nasu almost wrote in which Arcoade would have gone futa on CL. A shame he would never write something like that these days. I'm pretty sure Takeuchi would have approved. God damn, these brownies look good. Personally, I would have swapped Kuro for Nitocris, but the point still stands. I know I love waifu, but brownies and ice cream sounds really good about now. Let's play a game, Master. I'm cosplaying a famous character from a horror film series. If you guess who I'm cosplaying, you'll win a prize from me. The irony here is that Jason attacked campers who went all hanky-panky, yet that's what I'd ask from Musashi as a prize. Before the poker game versus after the poker game. The King of Bunnies sure knows how to play. They still have more they can wager, though. The game's not over yet. A perfectly normal, flat cutting board rendered in 480p, then at 720. At last, we have the 1080p version. Don't let anyone tell you graphical fidelity isn't important. So, after some booze and whatever the hell is in those potions, Kiara and Hans finally did the deed. This picture's certainly worth 1,000 words. Given her experience, I blush thinking what could have her making that face. On today's episode of Sakura Says, I'd pick my boyfriend over family any day. Blood ain't thicker than splooge. Mind you, the family in question wasn't even related by blood. That is, unless we're talking Wincest with Reen. Now I'm a bit disappointed. Would you prefer this cat girl in a box, or this unholy abomination? One's cute, the other's comedic, and my answer in this case should be obvious. For our last meme, note that Canis wears headphones, even though she's got these cute little bunny ears right above them. Or are those horse ears? I don't know. You might think the headphone's pointless, but she actually does have ordinary human ears beneath her hair. This is actually a common conundrum for catgirls and the like. Imagine if they could hear through both pairs of ears. We could have a whole anatomy class about this. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. I'm always on the lookout for more memes, though it seems they're getting harder to come by. Consider joining my Discord and sending me ones I may have missed. Again, if one of yours made it into the video, let us all know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoy this channel, help us grow by liking, commenting, sharing the video, subscribing to OtakuDaiKun, and
most of all, smashing that notification bell so you don't miss out on all our anime lore, discussions, and Let's Play content.
you can support us directly through Patreon, Subscribestar, or a YouTube membership, all of which come with benefits like spicy exclusive vids and early access.
As always, celebrate your fandom. I want to give a special shout out to all my $10 and up supporters. VideoGamer75, Trodai Connacht, Steven Elak, Otaku Mom, Jens Bauman, Mystic Samurai 1983, Free Brick, Olympian Doll, Alexis Yukio Gomez Yamato, Lunarworks, Link Pendrago, Observer Bellis, James Hewitt, Uncanny EXP, Crow Calum, Saul Soto, Tristan Riggin, Major, Dionysus God of Wine and Madness, Caitlin P, Sogai CH, Vladimirovna, The Taz 96, Kengo X77, Alistair Bernadotte, and Akakaze Yume. Thank you all so much.